So, baby, yesterday we walked the whole Lady Bird Lake in Austin.
Yes, we did.
How did you feel about it?
10.1 miles.
10.1 miles. How did
I
you feel
enjoyed
about
it. I enjoyed it a lot. Being in a different scenery for sure. Because walking in San Antonio it just gets kind of old. So it's nice to walk around a lake and see all the people and whatnot. So yeah, I enjoyed it.
I hear it, baby.
Yeah.
Did you have any interesting moments on it? Realizations? Anything come to you? Anything special like that?
I think the biggest realization was the fact that I enjoy walking with you without distractions.
Yeah.
Because I'm so used to us walking around in the neighborhood and it's usually really quiet and stuff like that. So we were walking and it's just people everywhere. Got the dogs, got the bike riders, just commotion everywhere.
Yeah.
And I realized I like when it's quiet walks, just me and you. I don't have to be distracted by other people or be paranoid about what's going on around me. It's just us being locked in.
Yeah.
And I think too many things was catching my attention while we were trying to have good conversations. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, it's just, I like that kind of private time together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though we're outside, we're still more all the way into each other because it's not so much going on.
It's usually pretty chill in our neighborhood where we normally walk. So yeah, it was definitely just different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, man, that I'm so grateful that we had a type of marriage where we can enjoy such simple things. Like anything from a walk to even our conversations on the couch or on the show, our car rides. You know what I mean? I love the fact that we can find such joy in what may seem simple, but such, simple moments. Seem small, but again, those just really simple moments that we get to, just enjoy, man, that we really have valued for so long.
Yeah, life is more full of those simple moments than those big dramatic moments, where you go on a vacation together or you do something like that. But it's those moments where we can just walk with each other, talk with each other in a car ride and just chill. Those simple moments, they're so meaningful to me because we really get to connect with just me and you.
Yeah.
And on a daily basis at this point, we just kind of pick and choose where and when.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's those simple moments matter more than anything.
Yeah.
Because it makes those bigger moments even better.
Absolutely. And that's actually, I think, a great topic for today.
Okay.
Because I know I've had so many conversations with guys before, and they think that, in order to really impress your girl or stand out or whatever the case may be, you got to do these really over the top, grand gestures, so to say, be it the expensive dates or whatever it looks like, buying the booths and whatnot, in the club and the trips and whatnot. But so many overlook the fact that those smaller, more meaningful moments matter just as much. Matter of fact, matter way more than those big moments.
Yeah.
And I know that what I've learned in our marriage is when you have those consistency of those smaller moments, but that are deeply meaningful, you have so many more repeated times of being able to connect and get closer and to have those deep and meaningful conversations, to really get to know each other without distraction, to be able to get closer again in those simpler moments. So that way, when you're met with, be it challenges, adversity, whatever the case may be, you still have that deeper emotional connection that gives you the endurance and the strength to power through those and keep your connection a priority.
Yeah, it makes me think about how many couples actually wait to go on vacation together to connect. How many vacations does the average couple have, a year?
Right.
Not many.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you only wait to those moments to connect, what happened to all those weeks and months of time together, but you weren't together? You weren't connecting. So by the time you make it to the vacation, you okay, now what? Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I started the conversation where I'm those simple moments or seemingly small moments matter so much more because you have more of that time than the vacations to connect with each other. So again, in those small moments, just make those other moments even more fulfilling in a sense, right?
Yeah.
I hope that makes sense.
It does. And the thing about it is, it's like you said before, it makes those bigger, more dramatic, displays of love and connecting that much more meaningful because of all of the smaller times that you've done something before.
Yeah.
Because now it's not thinking about the fact that, it has to be on this date, this time of year, at this event or whatever is when you can expect something from me. But it's like, I can go on a walk with you any day, every day if I want to.
Yeah.
We can sit down and have meaningful conversations about stuff that are important to both of us or just about one of us. We can play a card game that allows us to be able to ask each other questions and get closer.
Right.
Like we can do something, we can cook a meal together.
Right.
We can go on a car ride. Like we can do all of these smaller things that just allow us to be able to get to know each other, to see how we're feeling, to just unpack whatever we need to at the time. And those are the small moments that allow us to consistently like just deepen our connection in our relationship.
You know what's so funny? It just made me think like even when we first started to really get to know each other, that's how we started our relationship. We was sitting at a picnic table outside my Barry's room, eating Wendy's, just talking all night. That's literally what we did. So it's interesting to see how even in our marriage, 11 years in, we still do that simple stuff that really was foundational for our friendship and our marriage. Yeah. That's interesting to see.
And what I love about that is we was talking, just a few days ago, and I was thinking about, I was like, man, what place do you think, that we were saying something about like places we can go and visit and stuff like that or whatever. And I remember you saying back to me that, I enjoy just about anywhere with you or whatever. And I was like, man, is that actually true? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's true.
And I know it to be that way. But then I started to think about it. I was like, man, you know what? Bro, we be having a good time just sitting on the couch. You know what I'm saying?
We have fun doing nothing. We have fun doing something. We just have fun in general.
And so I started to think about that. I was like, man, we've had great days. And we didn't do nothing beyond making some breakfast together and like sitting on the couch and like watching TV. So I'm like, if all it requires for us to have a good time is to just be around each other, dang, we got it made. Like, it ain't nowhere we can't go and not have a good time.
Exactly.
I'm like, shoot, as long as it's just us, shoot, if outside ain't got it going on, we could sit inside this mug and be just fine.
Right. We don't got to be outside to be entertained.
Yeah, like we don't need a club. We don't need, a mall or like,
people around us.
People around.
Just
like
us.
We could just have each other and have a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's dope that we can also do those other things out in the world. But the fact that we can create such meaningful moments in the simplest ways. Like, man, I remember that one time we went to Houston and all we did, like we went with the plan to do, we was like, ooh, we finna go to this luxury movie theater because we want to see this movie. Like, ooh, we gonna go and have us, a little sexy ass date over at this one steakhouse or whatever. Like, ooh, we always wanted to go here and have, man, listen, we got to Houston and all we did was chill in that room and watch Dragon Ball Z the whole weekend.
Yes, and DoorDash. And then it was a little bar downstairs, so we would go to the bar.
Drinks.
Yes.
And I'm like, man, we chilled in that room the whole weekend.
We had so much fun.
And we had so much fun. Like, we didn't want the fun to stop.
Right. I didn't want to go home.
And all we did, like, was binge watch Dragon Ball Z.
I mean, that wasn't all we did, but
I mean,
anyway.
Let's say we packed a lot of clothes anyway. None of them. Barely the ones we had on. Yeah. But anyway, you know what I'm saying, man? We had a good time.
I enjoyed that. I think we need to run that back.
I'm trying to tell you.
Seriously.
But it's dope though, because it's like that was such a simple thing. And that's not even the first time we've done something like that. I mean, granted, That was the first time we probably did it for like 4 days straight.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy work.
No, I remember I needed that disconnect though. I was going through some things during that time, so I needed to get away.
That.
Yeah.
I remember that. That's why we had the
It was the middle of the week. You actually surprised me. You was like, "No, babe, we finna get out the city for a little while."
Yeah, I know you was feeling overwhelmed, and then we was like, "Bet, book, we gone." Yeah. So that was very situational.
Yeah, but it was perfect.
But we had a good time.
It was perfect, is what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that, again, even though, again, that wasn't the first time that we're able to have like just those moments where we can just be in each other's company and be able to enjoy each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enjoy ourselves.
I wish more couples had that. Like they actually enjoyed the person that they were with. Like enjoy the person you're married to. Like when you don't think about like the kids or the work, like when you just be submersed in each other and like really enjoy each other's company. I just feel like it makes the relationship so much better. It makes going through life together so much better. It helps you deal with the kids and deal with the job when you just enjoy the person that you actually committed your life to, and you're not just tolerating them. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Like, you're literally my best friend. Like, there's nobody I can call on the phone and be like, oh, well, let me talk to you about this. No, let me call my husband, because my husband is the only person that can help me fix whatever. He's the only person that can calm me. You're the only person that I can go to where I'm like, anything that I need, my husband got me. You know what I'm saying?
I got it.
And like, I don't need, like, I have friends, but it's nice to know that you are that one person that I can come to for everything. You know what I mean?
I love that for me.
Yeah, like that's why I love that for me too. That's why we have a hard time like being separated. It's like, Ray, like I need to be with my husband. Like I know you got your trip, but can I just come? Like, you know,
like I just be
there. Go do your thing, but I'll just be there. Like,
yeah. So when you get done, like I'll be here too.
Right. Yeah. It makes sense to me. But seriously, I just love spending time with you and being with you.
Yeah, I know for me, I'm very different when it comes to, you know, like just my overall enjoyment of being with you and around you. Because I know, man, there's a lot of guys out there, man, who don't like or enjoy their spouses, you know, to the degree that I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm like, bro, it's been plenty of times I've gone places, you know, with homies and whatnot. And the first thing that come across my mind is, bro, this would have been fun with my wife. I done had so many situations where I've been like, I want to do this again, but with my wife.
Yeah.
This was cool, man. But like, shit, if my baby was here, man, we'd have turned this motherfucker out.
Man, listen, we're going to always have a good time.
But like, and again, not a lot of people can say that they have that type of connection with their spouse.
Yeah.
But again, we different. And so the fact that we started our relationship off as friends, one of the best things about that is like we actually enjoyed each other as people. Like,
yes.
And we kicked it doing nothing as best friends.
Yes.
You know, I mean, we've had whole weekends where all we did was just like watch movies, like where we've had nothing to do at all. And we just sat in each other's company, you know, like just the most simple things, man. Like, because we've had that friendship for so long, I think it's made it so much more easy for us to just, again, like we don't need a whole lot to be distracted by or entertained by to still enjoy each other's company. Yeah. And I think that's a gift, man.
I think so too, Ben.
It's a gift that we got that.
Yeah.
I don't really know how much value that adds to the listeners, you know, whatnot. But for those of you who do have that, cherish it.
And if you don't find things you can enjoy with your spouse, like take that time to actually sit with each other and figure out what you enjoy about each other. Like that's a step forward in itself.
Come on. See, that's the game right there. Because a lot of couples don't continue to like build that interest after, especially after you get married and you've already, you know, made the bigger commitment. But take that time to really continue to show interest in each other, introduce each other to new experiences, you know, do different things that allow you to be able to do something simple while still like deepening your connection, learning more about each other, asking more questions, asking deeper questions, more surface level, like just showing that genuine interest in every aspect of each other's lives. And yeah, man, building that real friendship, like without any expectations or an objective, but other than just to get to know who it is just spending your life with as they become who they are now or as they're growing into whoever they're becoming. But yeah, man, showing that interest and just being there, being present.
Absolutely.
Is everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
So that's the game.
That's the game.
That is the game.
I like it.
And it ain't got to be, big and lavish. And if that has been your vibe the whole time, maybe stepping it down a little bit and doing something more simple might be one of those things to change it up. Because sometimes, you can get used to those big lavish things, and then you bring it down. It's like, oh, you know what? I like this. Like, I got some love for this. And vice versa. If you don't do it, step outside of your box and do something more out of the norm. But anyway, we hope y'all got some value from this family. And I definitely have always, per always, enjoy having these conversations with you, my love.
Same, baby.
So, yeah. Until next time, family, my name is John Tron. This is my beautiful queen.
Adoria.
And we are one dope couple. And until next time, family, peace and love.